So we're going to start off just with some simple basics, how to move your bike around, how to just do simple things. First of all, a bike has inherent balance. So if we're going to maneuver a bike, keep your back straight, bend your arms. If we just stand the bike upright, first thing to note is that essentially that bike will balance itself. Okay, so there's no necessity to be. First time I've done this, so I'm a little nervous. But the instructions say it's all right. Okay. Now in theory,
because it's my bike.
Yeah, that's why he's on that side. So theoretically, you can put your finger on it. I'm going to try it because Gareth's standing there. There you go. And the bike will stand up on its own. So it's generally us that messes up the balance of a bike, whether it's stationary or whether we're riding it. The bike does quite well on its own, to be fair. So next thing is to move the bike both forwards and backwards. As I say, keep your back straight, bend your arms nice and relaxed, stand the bike up, just lean it slightly towards you. As you've seen, the bike's already going to be balanced, but by leaning it towards you, it just gives you that extra confidence and control. And then we can pull the bike forward, we can roll the bike backwards, look where you're going, and then just watch that when you're manoeuvring the bike, you're not going to catch these pegs on your legs. So give yourself enough room. In difficult situations where you're on an incline or something of that nature, sometimes it can be helpful just to lean it against your hip, minding those pegs, and you can still maneuver the bike. Okay, so that's the first little bit about the bike. Any questions on that so far? Okay, so next thing is the centre stand.
Do you not advocate putting it in first gear with the clutch so you've got a dead man's brake if it does sort of roll away from you, particularly on an incline?
Certainly on an incline you can, yes.
Depends on whether the clutch drags, of course.
Yeah, so the point there being, if you've got it in gear, it's much harder to use the brake over here than it is to use the clutch on this side. So you can literally use the clutch instead of the brake. Obviously you're doing it in reverse, you're releasing it. So particularly if you're on an incline, you release it to let the bike roll, and you've got a very easy way of stopping the bike. Yeah, good one, thank you. Okay, next one, centre stand. So we stand the bike upright. Can't find it on this bike, okay. Just find the tag for the centre stand. Check that the bike is sitting centrally on the two lugs of the centre stand underneath. Again, bent arms. When you're ready, pull the bike backwards, straighten your leg, and the bike will just come onto the stand without any effort at all. Okay. To take it off the centre stand, pull it with the grab handle and just roll it forwards like so, and then place on the centre stand. Okay? Okay, if there's no questions on that, we're going to do picking up a bike now. So we're going to just go over here into the grass, I think. Okay, so God forbid you drop your bike. It does happen. A fair amount, actually. I've seen quite a few people drop their bikes, especially these great big, no, this is a KTM, but those GSs seem to roll over quite easily. So, nothing to do with the riders, I'm sure. So the question is, how are we going to pick it up? As the instructions say, hit the kill switch, make sure that we've got no power going through the bike. We've fallen over to the right hand side, so we're going to pick it up this way. So when we bring the bike up, we want to ensure it's not going to keep rolling and fall over the other side. And I have seen that happen. So it is a real thing. Put the side stand down, and that means when we've got the bike up, it's not going to roll over. So next, put it in gear. Will this go into gear in, yeah. So one down, yep. So we're now in gear. that's going to stop the bike rolling around and ensure that we've got the purchase to lift the bike. So next thing we need to do, turn the wheel and the handlebars so that the front wheel is pointing up in the air. Nice easy way to remember it. And that's going to give us the purchase to get the bike upright. Okay, now I'm actually not going to lift the bike because I've done my shoulder in. Would you mind assisting?
How did I know that was coming?
Yeah, so by using the handlebar, one leg either side, and then just pull the handlebar up. That's it. Mind your back. And then roll it over onto its side stand. Okay.
Will you always be there with us when we
Okay. So I was worried about that bit, but it went quite well considering. So if you have a Harley, I confess I've never ridden a Harley, that method doesn't work so well, or a cruiser style bike. So what you would do is, rather than use the handlebars, come to the seat and lift it in this manner and bring the bike up that way. Okay, and that, ladies and gentlemen, concludes the first exercise. Any questions?